And we're live. I'm back. All right. If you are joining the stream again, I'm going to kind of ride today. I will just mute it when I am not here to check this out, but I did want to just give it a restart. If you were on it earlier, then you kind of already got a little intro of what we had happening. So I'm just going to follow up with that. If you didn't catch it earlier, that's cool. I'm watching Tilray. I'm watching CCIV. If you've seen my other videos, hey, what's up, guys? We got two people on here. Say hi, give me a thumbs up, something. Tilray, I have been invested in for like a hot minute. And I took, man, honestly, I'm going to be in full transparency. I took a big L on Tilray this morning because it was down, down, down. And I took that same cash and I threw it right into CCIV when it was down, down, down. And, I kind of watched that moving average uptrend and I threw 100 bucks into it. And we're watching it go up right now. It's up about 9% from where I started. The entire market was red. Woke up, everything down. Every single stock that I've ever looked at bleeding out, with the exception of AMC Entertainment. AMC peaked at like 15% up this morning, and I was like, what is going on? It's been nothing but good news around everything. Everything's kind of had great news. Tilray, I mean, we've got legalization in New Jersey, possibly New York. A lot of marijuana legalization moving forward in the United States. Tilray is going to be the largest supplier of marijuana in the world, and their stock has been bleeding out like crazy. You can see right here, it looks like it's making a comeback. But when we look at our 5-minute chart here, I mean, let's, just back that sucker out even to the 1 hour. I mean, this is where we want to be, somewhere in this area. We are far from it. So will it get back up there? Eventually, it will get back up there. I think a lot of people, including myself, are hoping we'd see that today. I do still have 2 calls on Tilray that expire this week, the $30 or $28 calls. I have been watching CCIV from outside the window. I wasn't really trading that too much. The options were pretty high. There was a lot of hype around it. I mean, I've watched several Stock Talk guys, and hey, what's up, Hunter? Several Stock Talk guys, and they've been riding CCIV up. Well, a lot of times when they go up 50%, 100%, they definitely fall. Hunter Leonard, do you do much penny stock day trades? I have dabbled in the penny stocks. The thing about penny stocks is that penny stocks is a Weeble kind of day trade. And I say that because you have to hit penny stocks at pre-market hard. Rarely do you get the run-ups during the daytime where you can really cash out on penny stocks. You really have to hit those things bright and early. And where other traders get screwed, like I would say this, where the Robinhood traders get shafted is as soon as that 6 p.m. hits and you're locked into that position and that thing tanks between 6 p.m. and 9 a.m. So penny stocks are risky business, especially if you're trading something like HMCM or HCMC over here. Those this guy right here, boom. You're trading something over here that's barely worth anything, barely worth even the energy on the screen at the moment. And when it drops 20%, that hurts. And I was into some of these. I traded a couple of them on TD Ameritrade. I didn't really run them as day trades because I don't want to get up that early in the morning. I mean, that's just being honest. I'm on the East Coast. It's early for me. If you're on the West Coast, man, I don't know how you guys get up at 1:30 in the morning and get after it. But more power to you. I'm going to go back over here. But you really have to be careful on doing penny stocks, because while they do get big gains, you can also take major hits on penny stocks. And there's no prediction. Now, honestly, some guys say, I called it out. But if they really called it out and people were watching, a lot more people probably would have cashed out on them. So It's just so risky to put a bunch of money into them. Now, if you want to play around with them, get your feet wet, sure. But imagine putting, $5,000 into something and waking up, and within like a couple hours, you're down $2,500. That hurts. I mean, hell, today I woke up down, let's look, a lot. it was a lot. I mean, let's see. For the week, not bad. That's not accurate. Can't be. All right, here we go. So today I'm still down 424, and that's with a gain of 600 on CCIV. And for the week, I'm down $1,200. Yeah, Hunter, what are you investing in over there? What are you getting into? What kind of platform are you on? You on Robinhood? You on Webull, TD, Cash App? What you trading on over there, buddy? Man, Tilray's still taking a beating. Got some people hit me up on Messenger here. As if you haven't seen any of my other content, I do a lot of different stuff. Just I dabble in stocks in the morning. I run an apparel business. I do direct-to-garment printing. I have my own brand on that. I actually do it here. I offer print-on-demand services for people as well. I also, believe it or not, run a full composite motorcycle shop where I build custom composite parts for motorcycles, and I've done that for 15 years. It's a little bit about me. Oh no, who's bugging me? I gotta mute my phone. Goodness, I don't know who this is, but let me I'm gonna mute this real quick so I can grab this call. Hello.
Hello, this is a verification call for the business owner. Your business is not registered for Siri on iPhone search.
This is why
press 1 to
I don't
verified.
answer my phone.
Over 50%
Nobody
of
cares.
all search.
These people, spam calls all day. But I also do a lot of content on here about direct-to-garment stuff and the t-shirt industry, the apparel industry. So I do get people hitting me up on that. But let me pull up my stream screen. Hey, Webull. Okay. Yep, ATIF treating pretty good today. So that's good. That's what's up. I like Webull. If you haven't seen my other video talking about the different trading platforms, definitely check it out. I do like Webull in the sense of its charts are real nice. I like the use of the charts that are on here. I also like the alert settings. Alert settings are the bomb.com. That will definitely save you some money. What I don't like about Webull is just the order filling, selling. I don't like it for that. When I first started using Webull, it actually, I was getting real frustrated. I emailed them because I wasn't filling my orders, wasn't filling my option orders. When you're buying options on there, they're all limit buys and sells. And I kept putting it in there based on what Webull was telling me the limit price was, and none of them would fill. And I kept losing out on all of these purchases. And I'm like, well, what is going on? They go, oh, well, if you didn't know, Webull's pricing for options can be delayed up to 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll definitely show you the alerts, buddy. So this is something that Webull told me, Webull customer care, that I'm just going to pull up an options chart here. Hold on, just so I can show you. And I'm going to flip it over to also Robinhood as well, so I can show you what the difference is. Let's have a pull up here. Let's do about how I'm going to do this by CCIV. Pull up an options book. I have it in here somewhere. Unless I may have turned options off on Webull. That's an excellent question. All right, let's just pop this up to one grid. Let's pull up trade. Place orders, active trades. Why do I not see on here? You know what? Maybe I may have turned that off. Just going to try to locate this. Give me a second here. Reading this message homeboy sending me here about some print questions. Yeah, I do not see the options chain on here at all. I still have four shares of Sundial that are tanking, eating total shit. So that's great. All right. I'll do the alerts real quick here. So I don't know if you're using the app or this screen, but I can walk you through both. If you're trading on desktop or on their app, up here where you've got your quotes, you've got your following, that's to add it to your watch list. Then you've got alert. When we click alert settings, and right here we have quite a few settings that we can add. I'm just going to pull it off here. You won't have any alerts. Yours will look like this. You've got a little ticker right here to activate your alert. Then you have your price and volume. So you can add an alert right here, and we can say we want to set it to a price. If the price is above, say we were setting Tilray for above $27, I want to know. Then we can set that to repeat once per day, once per minute, or unlimited. If you set it to unlimited, as soon as it hits that target, it's going to notify you like ding, 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 ding. It's going to go crazy. It will your phone will have alerts across the top, push notifications across the top, nonstop. So with me being in the job that I have, it's pretty noisy. I'm not always staring at a screen. I don't get to hear it too much. So I'll usually put an earbud in, listen to music or a podcast while I work. And then if it hits that target, I definitely hear it because it goes ding, ding in my earbud. So I'm like, oh, let me check my phone. I hit my alert setting there, which is super helpful. Once per minute is less annoying, but let's be honest, 1 minute can mean a huge difference on a penny stock if you're trading penny stocks. 1 minute could be freaking 20%. So you kind of want to know. Now, you can set multiple alerts on the desktop app. Just click it again. You can do price below 22 if you wanted to do something with a stop loss. You can also do a percent change, moving up by, I want to know when it goes up 8%, or I want to know when it goes down 8%, or whatever it is that you want to make that on. And then you also have volume. I don't really deal with volume alerts that much at all, so I don't mess with that one. I'm just more of a bare bones percent or price guide kind of alert. And then you also have alert for news if there's news on there, sharp rise or sharp fall, 52-week high and lows. You don't really need to be alerted by that unless you're holding something long term. Just don't want to pay attention to it. Surpassed 5-day moving average. I mean, you've got quite a few different ones here for the moving average as well. Most of the time, you're going to do a price or a percent change, and then you save that alert, and it will stay there until you stop it. So that is super helpful. If you are on the app on a phone, I have an Android. I don't know if the Apple one's probably not too different, but if you go into your trade position here, open up the stock that you're looking at. On mine, it's going to be on the bottom right-hand corner. It's going to say more. Then I will click alert, and then I can go ahead there and add my alert in the app and save it as well. And like I said, that's super helpful. If you're, let's be honest, most of us aren't glued to our phone or our computer all day long. So we're going to miss some of these things, especially if you're playing around with a stock that does not have a stop loss on it or something to set you to take profits. You would definitely want to have something notify you that stocks up or down, and you can set them as many as you want. They're per stock, so it doesn't matter if you've set just one. You can set one for every stock on your watch list that you want to pay attention to. So the alerts are super helpful on there. But going back to what I was talking about a little bit with buying options on there, when I was buying options on Webull, let's say the bid price was $1 per $1 per share per contract. So I would set my limit there and submit the order, and it would not fill. Next thing you know, it's $1.05, it's $1.10. I'm losing profits like instantly on a stock. Like let's say Churchill Capital. If I bought an option here and it was rising pretty sharp and it doesn't fill, Churchill went up 8-9% already, I'm going to be pretty bummed out that I just lost out on that cash. So as it turns out, oh, all right, hold on one second. Let me finish this thought, and I'll come right back to the alerts. So as it turns out, Robinhood has a more up to the second display of options pricing. So what I would do is I would pull up Robinhood, look at the price of the option, and then buy that contract on Webull. And I would notice that they could be 5 cents or 10 cents off. So once I started doing that, my options in Webull were filling almost instantly because I was actually watching it happen in real time instead of being delayed. So that is something that is super helpful. And Robinhood, honestly, their options chain is much easier to read. I also trade on TD Ameritrade. Their options chain is not so straightforward. Robinhood's is great for that. The Robinhood whole layout is awesome. I think it would be better if they had a chart that was more up to the minute, like Webull. Webull's chart is better. Robinhood seems a little bit slower. If you want that little adrenaline rush like you're gambling, I think this is the chart to watch. You can watch that 1 minute like a crackhead. So that's pretty funny on that one. That's how I treat it. All right, the alerts. So if you're watching right now, if you see my cursor right here, boom, up here in the top, we have alert. We click it. We're going to change our alert. This little ticker tab right here, if you're on desktop, you're going to turn that on. Then you're going to put your price setting or percent change or volume change. Like I said, most of the time you're going to use price or percent, and then select if you want it above. If I want to be alerted at CCIV above 40, I will save that. Or if I want to have it below 35, I can save that. Once per day, once per minute, or unlimited. Once you select one of those, I usually put it on unlimited because, like I said, I oftentimes will just miss one little ding if I have other stuff going on. So then you will click save, set successfully, it goes away. Now you will get an alert if it's over 40. Your phone, and this is going to be if you're logged in to Webull, it's going to be usually across the whole platform. If you're on your phone, pull up the stock that you're looking at, and then on mine, like I said, I have Android. In the bottom right-hand corner of that stock, it says more. And when you select more, you've got alert, note, sim holdings, compare, replay, dual charts, chart settings, and share. You're going to select alert, and then you're going to do the same thing there, which when I pull it up on my phone, the alert that I just put in is what shows up. And it has the same little ticker on there, so you can save that same alert on your mobile as well. It's going to transition because it's connected to your account, not your device. So no matter what you're logged into, as long as you're logged in under your account, then your alert will alert you. So I do use that, and it's a double-edged sword of limited alerts. I mean, I like it because I'm like, oh shoot, I heard it, I need it, and then at the same time, it goes absolutely crazy with push notifications. It's literally like every second it's across your screen, but it gets your attention, which is what I want it to do. Because on my phone, it's not really that loud of a ding. But looking here, man, CCIV is it's put almost $1,000 back into my portfolio in the last hour that Tilray took out. So I'm not mad at that. I'm down $65 from where I woke up, and I'm down $884 for the week, and only $500 for the month because Tilray took a big dump on me today. But I ain't mad at this. You know, I thought about throwing even more in. Sometimes, buddy, I will YOLO some money into there and just grab my percent and get out and then throw it back in my account. And honestly, I do trade on Webull, Robinhood, Ameritrade, and Cash App. And on a day like today, this is a Cash App trade for me, boss. I'm not going to risk the $500-600 options. That's a little it's big risk for me. I like playing options more, the shorter, under $100 range options that could, net you 100% profit easily. I like playing those, but I don't like playing those $500 hitters. And I do have, let's see if I can pull it up here real quick. Let me, I have gotten some big time red here. Let me pop this up. Big time red happening over in Robinhood right now, which sucks, but it is what it is. I don't throw as much money into Robinhood for this reason. Here we go. I'm just going to share that screen with you. That's where I'm sitting at the moment on my Tilray calls that expire the 3 days. I actually bought a put on Tilray 2 days ago. Well, yeah, it was Friday. I bought a cheap put on it. It was like a $22 put. And I thought, you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's see if we ride this sucker out. And I did sell that one this morning for a 100% profit. So I think I paid 40 something bucks for it, sold it for $100. So I cashed out that. At least I got a little bit out of it. And then over here, I bought some CCIV. I have like very little of these left in it. You know, sometimes I just sell out and I have got $2 in there and it just stays on top of my list and gives me something to look at. But I don't, you look at some of these options, man, look at that thing. I paid $2.95 for that one. It's worth $41. Options are awesome when they're up, when they're in the money. When an option is not in the money, you are exactly going to be regretting that shit. I mean, you lost it all. Yeah, man, dude, sometimes, Hunter, it's the little things that you don't know that make the biggest impact on your day. It's those little tips and tricks. I actually make a bunch of videos in the apparel world with the DTG about a little things that I didn't know about either. So that's super helpful. I will say this: if you're on Webull and you're on the mobile app, man, do not trade based on comments. I see this happen more times than not. If you're getting your feet wet and you pick a stock and you read the comments, dude, the comments, it's got to be the number one troll capital of the world is Webull comments. And keep in mind, there are some realistic comments in there, but there are so many unrealistic comments in there, it trumps them 10-1. Easy, all day. So I do like watching them just to see kind of what the general consensus is, because a lot of times it's new traders. And then the guys who have a more realistic output just get on all the time. So, I was watching people call Tilray all day, every day, saying that it was going to drop. But, there wasn't anything to technically support it other than just bears want to eat. And you could look at guys that probably called CCIV, oh, that's going to tank. Now, I will say this. Anytime there's some really good news or positive earnings, the stock shoots up, pre-market sells off big time. And, we're small fish over here. I'm throwing in $5,000. You might have $1,000 in it or $500 in it. A lot of times, most retail traders, we're not throwing in a whole lot of cash. And when we get up and we've got a gain of $300 or $100, pretty excited about that. Honestly, my goal getting into retail trading was $100 a day. If you can average $100 a day on your money, then you're making $3,000 a month theoretically. And I'm saying $100 average. So some days will be $150. You can pull that out. You're doing great. Now imagine throwing $100,000 or $500,000 or $1 million into CCIV this morning when it's down 45% and gaining 15% on that money. That's huge money. That's big time profits. So these companies ride them up. These big time investors, these hedge funds, they ride it up. They take out their money and that thing hits the floor while you went back. I can remember this. I was trading Robinhood last summer and I was up. Actually, I'll start with this one. I was trading Cash App last summer and I was watching, what is it? It wasn't Whiting Petroleum. It was Chesapeake Energy. I was watching Chesapeake in Cash App, the biggest daily movers. Chesapeake was on the list. It was up like, I don't know, maybe 15% or something. And I threw like $3,000 into Chesapeake. Just let it ride. And it shot up. I was up, man, like $1,200, $1,500 on that trade at like 3:30 in the afternoon. And I was sitting here. I remember my buddy was up here, and he doesn't do stocks. And he's like, man, I wish I could do it. I wish I could do it. And I'm like, just do it. And so I was like sitting on my high horse, and the market closed. And I was like, fuck, man, this is going up so high, man. I was stoked. Let me tell you, when I woke up and that sucker hit the floor overnight, dude, that's a feeling. That's a gut punch when that happens. And I was so new to all the other platforms that I didn't know at the time that, the trading started at 4 a.m. and that this was going to happen. I woke up just butthurt. And then it happened to me a kid on Robinhood. I threw in not as much money, but I threw in some money into a stock, and it was up so high. I mean, it was up like 80% at market close, and I was geeked. And I remember I was at the gym doing a kickboxing class, and I kept checking my phone, and I was like, oh man, this is it. 6 o'clock hit. I was trading on Robinhood. 6 o'clock hit. I was like, oh snap, this is it. Locked in those profits, bro. 9 p.m. That sucker was down like 60%. 9 p.m. Woke up the next day to a loss. I was up like 50, 60%, end up losing money in those pre-market hitters. So keep that in mind, man. You got to watch those pre-markets. And, if you don't want to hold it, if you're risky holding it overnight, some of them, just burn that day trade, dude. I burned a day trade right off the jump today. I lit that day trade on fire. Just burned it. So keep that in mind. I do like Cash App for the sole reason that if I need to deposit $3,000, there's no hold time in Cash App. I put $3,000 in, it's in there right now. I pull $3,000 out, I can put it right back into my bank account right now. I do like Cash App for that reason. In and out. What I don't like Cash App for is everything else about Cash App. So when you're trading with Cash App, you are buying it at a roundabout price. Right now it's at $41.74. If I submit my order, I might end up buying it at $41.42, $42.50. It's kind of like just wherever it lands. There's no limits, no limit buys, no limit sells, none of that. There's no alerts. It's just put it in there, ride it out. So I watch all of these other platforms to make my trade decisions on there. But I'm going to scroll over here real quick and just see what else is happening. AMC's, honestly holding decent. I made some money on Hawaiian Holdings before too. I watched them. I think I bought some of them on Cash App and watched them ride out. But look at the watch list, man. These are usually stuff that move pretty well. And even though it's still down 25%, we're up 20% from freaking 9:45 this morning. That's a big game, bud. That's a big game. I'm up 1154 right now. $1,157 on this one play. So I could have held on to my Tilray and just and rode it out and been up. Well, let's be honest, not up. I still would have been down less. But one thing they teach us in jiu-jitsu is sometimes you've just got to let go of bad decisions. And today, that's what I did. I let go of Tilray for today. That does not mean that I will not come back to Tilray tomorrow if it starts making a turnaround. And I kind of treat this like that. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for about a year. And, man, I get jacked up in there all the time. But it's about knowing when to let go of that decision. So hung on to Tilray for the last couple days, added to my position. I think Friday I just kept pumping $100 in every 20 minutes. I'd pump $100 into it, and I was total investment of about $6,500 in Tilray. And today I just let it go, man. Sold it for 49, big loss, and right now I'm sitting at 64, so I'm still down on my total investment for the week. Still down 500. But CCIV, man, if this thing climbs back up to $50, I'll regain that. And if I go back into Tilray, I can buy back into that at a heavily discounted price. But I'll be honest, man. I was nervous this morning. I saw all that red and I was like, oh no. Oh no, no, no. So pulled it out and threw it into something else. So if you're out there, what else you watching, man? Talk a little bit about those penny trades. I wish I had more. If I had more cash, I would definitely play. If I was outside the day trade limit, let's put it that way. If I was above the $25,000 mark and I could just day trade without limit, then yes. Penny stocks, I would be all over them. Anything under like $3, I'd be all over them because I watch the Benzinga guys in the morning sometimes, and bro, even the alerts. I watch some of these Discords, and they send out alerts on that. Oh, check it out. My entry point, like let's say we're watching CCIV. My entry point, 43.25. My exit point is at 44. I'm like, that's 75 cents. If you're playing with small money, you're not making anything. You're not burning a day trade over $6. So you need to watch a penny stock for $1. It goes up 20 cents. You need to buy 5,000 shares to make it worth selling for a 20 cent margin. That's nothing. And we're not out here going to burn day trades over 20 cent gains on that. That's just it's not worth it to me. But if I could day trade them without penalty, then for sure ride that sucker out, man. I'd watch them. I'd get in and out all day, and you can take. I mean, if you had 25 grand taking 10% profit a day, you're making $2,500 a day, and you could bounce from stock to stock and get there. But I want to kind of keep people somewhat realistic and know that 25%, 20%, 15% daily gains on most stocks is highly unrealistic. Shoot for 5%, man. Get you in there, 5% in, 5% out. Slowly grow that account. Don't YOLO it if you're not ready to risk it all and lose it, because you will probably end up eating it eventually. And I've ate it on a lot of options. Honestly, almost all of my big losses are on options calls. And sometimes I play them both ways. I buy the call and the put and just see what happens, because the call and the put both have pretty much unlimited upside to them. So if you throw $100 on both and one of them expires worthless and the other one's worth $400 or $500, you come out pretty good. That doesn't always happen. That's going to be a big move. Honestly, some of these are just going to burn both ends of the stick, which really sucks. I'm going to peek over here at Voyager real quick and just see what the crypto is doing. I put like $400 into Ethereum yesterday, and Ethereum, really all of them across the board tanked hard. Bitcoin was down a lot. I'm going to put it on the daily here. Bitcoin still down almost 10%. Ethereum down 10%. Doge is like, where did that even go on my watch list? It's so far down here. Shit. I didn't even see it. XRP is down 15%. Doge is down 12%. And that sucks. I'm going to flop it on my one-day change here. And yet this SRM, I don't know what that one is, up 44%. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Sometimes it makes no sense at all. Oh, let me flop this over. I realized I left that ramen up there. Boom, CCIV. It's still holding strong, man. Slow climber. It's looking good. I don't know where it's gonna stop. You want to go see some shit show? Let's go check out some comments. Let's go check out some Weeble comments. Let's go. That's the first one on my list. It's funny. Some people think it's going to hit 45. Will it hit 30s again? She's going up. Strong resistance. Smart people short this. Fools buy it. Hold the line. Yeah, all the people yelling $15 have gone mute. Not selling till triple digits. Feeling good peps are buying the dip. Turns out I did not get wiped out, so I bought more. Now, honestly, you can type whatever you want. This is the comment section. Let's be real. Who knows? Who knows if these people do any of the shit they say? Who knows? What else we got here? First the dip and the second half blast off. Could happen. Could hit 45. Could hit 50. Who knows? I mean, this thing was trading at like $70 last week or something. to 100 in a month. CEO live on Zoom. I don't know where that's at. I haven't seen any news on that. Look at this guy here. I sold at 34 this morning with profits and thought I made a safe move because it went as low as 31. Now it's going right up when I sell. Why does this always happen to me? Here's the thing. Just because you sold it doesn't mean you can't buy it again. Buy it back, buddy. If you, I don't know if anyone needs to hear this, but your day trade is buying, then selling the same stock within the same trading day. So you must first buy, then sell. And that is going to be individually for each stock that you do, each individual transaction. So if you bought CCIB yesterday and sold it at 9:30 a.m., that is not a day trade, which means you could buy it again at 9:31 a.m. and then sell it before 4 or market close and burn one day trade. You can buy it as many times as you want, but you can only sell it once. Every time you sell it, that's a day trade. I can buy CCIB. I could put $100 in, $100 in all day long. The second I sell any part of that position, not the entire thing, any part, any sell transaction, that executes one day trade. Now, what some of the bigger trading experts that I watch like to do is they like to buy in. Say they bought in here today at $30 and they put in $5,000. Once it got here to 38, they might sell half that position. That's one day trade. And they'll leave they'll say they'll take out 2,500, half of their money. They'll let the other 2,500 go in case it goes up again. Then they'll take another profit, maybe up here. They'll cash out a little bit more. That way they're constantly gaining, but it minimizes their loss overall. That is the safer way to play this game. Or you can YOLO it, watch it go up to 45, think it's going to go to 1,000, and then watch it tank 10, 15% and lose out on your profits pretty quick, which sucks. I mean, it's, you put it in there kind of like a little casino sometimes and watch it hit. Not the smart way to do it. It is big risk, big reward. That's what it is. You can have small risk, small reward, or big risk, big reward. So a lot of times I go all in. It's all or nothing. Let's ride it. Let's throw it in there. This is what we're seeing. But that's a good way, safe way to play it for sure. Let's see if they had some news here. I don't think they did. Nope. Only we and Tesla recognize it as a tech race. I don't even know if Tesla, I don't think Elon Musk looks at any other company as a competitor. And that's the right way to look at it. You shouldn't look at them as competition. This really goes for anything in your business. I have a friend of mine over here who wanted to get into he's a personal trainer and fitness guy. And he wanted to start a supplement little supplement company. And I have run 3 businesses in my life that I have started. 2 of them I still operate. And one of them is in a pretty competitive market in the apparel market. And the other one in the motorcycle industry is less competitive, only because of the niche that I'm in. But when it comes to supplements, it's why I'm competing against bodybuilding.com or some other major supplement chain. I want to do this particular type of supplements, and I don't know, how I'm going to compete with them. Here's the thing. You don't have to compete with them. The only person you're competing against is yourself, because I looked at them and I said, honestly, I know you. And if you come out with supplement A and they sell it at bodybuilding.com or any other .com, whatever it is, I don't know them. I have not seen their advertisement. I haven't talked to them. I haven't seen their product. I'm going to buy it from you because you have put it in front of me. Now, that doesn't always work across the board for bigger advertisements, something like you were competing against Coke. Coke put it in front of you for sure. But when it comes to starting your brand, it doesn't matter how many other people sell it. You can still sell it for sure. In fact, the more saturated the niche, the easier it is for you to ride the coattails of another successful business. And I actually listened to a podcast. It was Gary Vee yesterday. Gary Vee talking about the McDonald's effect for Blockbuster. What Blockbuster did is Blockbuster watched McDonald's. Now, we're not going to go down the road of whether or not Blockbuster is successful because they're all pretty much closed up and gone. But in the heyday, McDonald's spent millions and millions of dollars on market research as to where they were going to build a McDonald's, where they were going to put one. So what Blockbuster did was they followed where McDonald's was going to go. They used McDonald's market research to say, you know what? A lot of people are going to be in this area. They're going to shop here. They're going to spend money here. This place is an up-and-coming area. So we're going to build a Blockbuster somewhere nearby that McDonald's. And they used McDonald's market research to then grow their brand. And I don't even know. I think it was Gary Vee. It may have been another guy. I think I was listening to Gary Vee talk about it. I've been listening to a lot of Gary lately. Find his stuff very inspirational. I like his straight to the point mindset. If you don't watch Gary, get on the Gary Vee train. He's a fun guy to watch, man. Looks like we're having a little bit of some push here, a little resistance. This always happens going into lunchtime. Always. And this is going to be the pivotal point of whether or not it turns around and ends up being a head and shoulders and hitting the floor. We're hoping it's not going to do that. But when it came to the apparel stuff, man, I look at it like this. If you design a t-shirt, everyone makes a t-shirt. Yeah, well, guess what? I buy black t-shirts. I buy a lot of them. And I buy them from several different vendors. And someone once made a black t-shirt, and then someone else said, I can also make a black t-shirt. And when I hold them up next to each other, they're almost identical. And guess what? Both companies sell millions of black t-shirts. So get out there, man. Get out there and sell it. Don't let some other competition stop you from getting out there and doing something. You know, I think one of the bigger lessons that I'm pushing on my girlfriend at the moment, especially because she's not motivated sometimes like me. She's more of the safe career path driven person. I'm more of the self-employed YOLO type individual. I tell her this: I'm going to Kool-Aid man my way through every wall that gets put in front of me in business. So when you come across an obstacle, put on your Kool-Aid man suit, smash through that wall. Kind of like CCIV just smashed through a bunch of walls to get to $42 today. And, I watched Gary get out there and hustle and do those side hustles and flip stuff, do the garage sale flipping. It's almost garage sale season, so that's about the time to go. But we took a trip over to Goodwill last week. She was a little bummed out on a Saturday or Sunday, whatever day it was. I think it was Sunday. Took a trip over to Goodwill and just walking around with her. She likes to go picking through there and finding little clothes and stuff that she likes. And she finds this cuckoo clock, kind of like, not a cuckoo clock. It was a music box, Christmas music box. Pretty good size. It looked like a dollhouse. Worked, turned it, played music. It's in great shape. It's $5. She picks it up and she goes, "Hey, look at this. This is cute. It's $5. So how much is it? $5? So that's a $20 bill all day. Just sell that. You get $20 for that thing. Easy." And she's like, "Huh." She's like, "Well, do you want to buy it?" And I was like, "Well, why don't you buy it?" "Nah, it's all right. I'll buy it." Put it in the cart. So we put it in the cart. We're looking at the shelf. They've got holiday Christmas mugs on the shelf at Goodwill. All of them in the box. 23 of these mugs. So I pull out my phone. I pull up the Google search app. I hit the image search, take a picture of it. Exact item shows up on my Google search. I'm like, okay, there's one out there. How much is that going for? Let's look at the price on that thing. All right, I see some of them maybe like $30, $40. I'm like, it's a good buy. So I bought the little dollhouse music box. And then I look at the mugs. I find one of the mugs on Amazon, $7. All right, $7 mug. That's not bad. They're all 79 cents at Goodwill. It's 23 mugs. So I'm like, 23 mugs, 79 cents a mug with a potential of $5 profit margin. That's over $100, $120 of profit sitting on this shelf at Goodwill. So load them up, put them all in the cart. She was like, huh, okay. I'm like, what am I going to spend here? $20? So we check out that Goodwill, got a pretty good haul, went to another one, immediately saw small dog kennel, the wire crate one that folds up, $6. I know that dog kennels are expensive. I own a big dog. He's sitting right here sleeping. I'm like, I'm gonna buy that dog kennel. I told her, pick it up, buy that thing, man. That's $25 all day on Marketplace. Probably sell it before you get home. So, she just looks at it like this. I don't know. Okay. Well, Gary Vee will tell you, I'll give you 1,000 $1 million ideas because 99% of you will never act on any of them. Just give them away. You're never going to do it. This was the lesson. I got home. Before we left, I set the kennel up right next to the car. I took a picture of it. We get home, I open it up, take a picture of it, post it on Marketplace. That kennel was gone in 2 hours, $25. Made an $18 profit within 2 hours of being in Goodwill. And I looked at her and I said, boom, $18. And she's like, huh. I took a picture of my little music box, dollhouse that I had, took a couple of them. I said, you know what? I'm going to throw this thing on Marketplace and on Mercari. I'm going to throw it up there for $75. Let's see what happens. What's the worst case? No one buys it. Throw it up there. Had it up on Marketplace for about 5 days. I get an offer, $65 on Marketplace plus shipping. Shoot. Well, I hit accept on that bad boy so quick. 65. I'm up $60 on this thing. So between the two of them, I'm up $78 on my investment. So boxed it up, shipped it off. Told her we had some friends over, and I said, "Hey, look at that! Just made $60 on that." Now she is extremely budget oriented, and she does not have a lot of expendable income. So $78 to her will go a long way. And I could tell that when I told her that, it was kind of like good for you, but also, damn it, missed out on that. And then I said, I'm going to take a picture of all these mugs. So I haven't even listed my mugs yet. And that right there, I'm like, that's $100. And if I wait till Christmas time, maybe even more. But people do buy Christmas stuff year round. So I was going to sit on them. I took all the pictures last night. I'm going to start putting them up and start posting them. Maybe $8, $9 a mug. And, a lot of times she go to Goodwill, she'll find clothes with tags on them. These brand new clothes. No stains, brand new, never even been worn. So you could take a scan of that, see how much it sells for, throw it on Mercari or Marketplace or something, make you a quick couple bucks. We're out here making money in stocks, make money all day, buying and selling. If I told you today, give me $5 and tomorrow I'll give you $60 back, what would you say to that? What would you say? Oh, all right. What if I say I give you $5? Give me $5. I'll give you $30 tomorrow. And we split the profit. I made $30. You made $30. Cost me $0. Cost me a little bit of time. So get out there, man. Get out there and do it. You can do it. Anyone can do it. This is not something that I am accustomed to do. I'm not a picker or a thrifter, but I have bought some pretty good little finds at Goodwill before of stuff in the donation pile. And I see people do it all the time. People talk about going to Ross and Marshalls and trying to sell that stuff on Amazon. I sell on Amazon. I sell apparel on Amazon. And if you don't know about Amazon's policies, Amazon is the most customer-driven company probably on the planet. Customer is always right, pretty much on Amazon. And if they're not, then it's more like my dog's about to go crazy, so bear with me. The UPS man's here. He's about to be like, give me that brown. About to get him some big brown. Just never mind. So let me mute this real quick because he's gonna go crazy, and I'm gonna come back and tell you a little bit more about Amazon. Never mind, pal. Stay. Crazy asshole. All right. Alrighty. What do we have here? Boom, DBL. All right. So Amazon is extremely stringent on their return policy and also on their defect rate. And they actually consider that pretty much the same thing. So I sell t-shirts on Amazon. I sell men's shirts, women's shirts, sizes, colors, bunch of designs, stuff like that. And I get a lot, especially over Christmas, I got a lot of, hey, I ordered this shirt. It's the wrong size. It doesn't fit my boyfriend or it doesn't fit my girlfriend or whatever. And so can I exchange it or send it back? Okay, sure. A lot of times what I would do is say, keep it. I'll send them another one because by the time I ship a t-shirt back to me, I'm just kind of losing out on just profit. I mean, if you're making $15 a shirt, the shirt cost me $3 or something, it just makes sense to just send them another one instead of doing all the shipping back and forth. CCIV is taking a little bit of a hit. But so I get some of them that come back. Now we also had some shipping delays. I shipped it all my stuff pretty much through the post office, and some people didn't get their stuff on time because the post office just sat on it or lost it over the holidays. It was kind of a nightmare. And that went against my order defect rate. So if your order defect rate is over 1%, Amazon might just shut your account down. And they will interrogate you like the damn CIA on why your defect rate was above 1%. So when I had a couple people want to exchange some items or file an A to Z claim, my Amazon selling abilities were put on halt. Amazon calls me and I got to answer about 100 questions as to why it happened. Then I had to fill out a report with them. Now, let me tell you, you got to tell them what happened, what you did to correct it, what you're going to do in the future to stop it from happening. So, okay, I tell them, I shipped everything on time. USPS didn't have it there in time. So people are mad. This person ordered the wrong size shirt for their friend or their boyfriend or their girlfriend or whatever. So then they go, okay, well, that's not good enough. They call me up. You need to rewrite that. What does it need to say? Well, it needs to say these bullet points. I need you to write these bullet points down and then answer them exactly in this order. So I'm like, okay. Well, what can you do about the post office? I mean, honestly, I can't do anything about the post office. Well, you could ship it through UPS, or you could ship it through FedEx, or you could ship it a different way. And I said, yes, I could, but the majority of my customers are not going to pay $9+ to ship a T-shirt when they could pay $3 to ship a T-shirt, or it haven't been out for free shipping, and I'm paying for the shipping. I'm not going to eat that. And they were like, well, you got to come up with something. So I had to rewrite this thing 4 damn times and send it to them for them to approve my selling ability. And keep in mind, my defect rate was like 2.8%, it was like 7 orders or something in a 3-week time frame when I had shipped out, well over 100 orders. So it was crazy. But Amazon will shut you down. So if you're out there buying stuff and reselling it, especially if you're doing FBA, you're putting all the money out there and hoping stuff sells. And it is a profitable way to do it. You can make a lot of money doing it, but it's also risky. You can also lose a good chunk of money doing it. The other thing people don't know about Amazon is Amazon sits on your money for a minimum 2 weeks. When I sell an item on Amazon, I don't collect that money for 2 weeks. It sits in my account. And a lot of times what happens is you deduct your shipping from it, and you deduct this. And if you have any advertising, you know. Quiet. Come here. Oh, let me quiet this dude down. Come here. Come on. Come sit. Sit down. Never mind. He gets real excited when he sees a UPS man. But yeah, a lot of times you'll have some sales, and then it's just your account just slowly dwindles down because you paid fees, seller fees, you paid for the Amazon account, it's $30 a month. You paid for some marketing. All of it just kind of dwindles down a little bit, and you don't actually collect your money for 2 weeks. So at one point, I had a couple grand sitting in Amazon on sales that I was unable to even collect for the busiest time of the season, which sucks. Oh, we got here some emails here. But looking at the market again, man, just taking a quick peek. It's still all red. This is a big bummer. Big bummer. That S&P's down, Dow's down, NASDAQ's down. Everything down. If we look at the world market, well, the S&P over here is, oh, nope, take it back. Everything was just red a second ago. Look at Forex. Forex is doing okay, except for US, of course. Never got into Forex. I knew somebody whose dad was big time into Forex and did like some Forex training videos. And from what I gather, it's very risky as well. You can easily lose all of your shirt on that. Let's see here. I'll tell you where I do sell a lot of stuff. Etsy. I crushed it on Etsy this year. I did real well. Yeah, looks like CCIV is holding the line here at 41. If it drops below 40, I'm probably going to dip on out, just burn that day trade, and I'm up, sitting it right around $1,000 to the upside since entering CCIV this morning. And if it starts to dip again, then it's probably, if it dips below like 40, it's probably going to go back down into the mid 30s. If it holds above 40 through lunch, then we might be in business to hit 45. Let's see, there's some news. Lucid Motors CEO highlights company's 3 divisions: vehicle, energy storage, technology. I don't know if that's just a dude talking about stuff, man. That's not really something to get you super excited. And I'll tell you this, I don't follow their cars and their technology at the moment. I saw like their little intro video and they did it like 2 months ago. I actually own a Tesla Model X. I bought a Tesla back in August of 2020. And there is nothing better than driving an electric car like Tesla. I don't know about the like a Leaf or something like that, but the Model X is the jam. I freaking love that car. And once you drive one, you will not go back. There's nobody here. Chill out. You won't go back. So I am definitely behind the EV sector for sure. I love it. I love everything about it. The only thing that I don't like is if I have to go really far, it's going to take me a while. But my daily driving isn't that bad. Maybe I'll do a video about Teslas. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about them, my experience. I did a good bit of research and I gained a lot of useful information. The only thing that I felt kind of burned on when I bought my Tesla, the only thing that I felt a little bit disappointed with was the real-time mileage on there. I like to drive mine around. When I bought it, man, I drove the thing around on freaking standard mode everywhere. It's a freaking rocket. For an SUV, it's so fast. I loved it. Freaking hauled ass everywhere. It's great. Problem was I got about like 80 miles out of a charge, and I was pretty bummed out about that. But I since have chilled out a little bit, and I drive it around kind of a little bit more cautiously, and I get a lot more range out of it, and it's still super fun to drive. So maybe I'll do a video about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and mute the stream for a minute so that you don't have to listen to me talk to some other folks about some other stuff, and then I'm gonna come back and check it out and see where we're at. And if you join the stream, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're into, what you're watching, how you guys are doing today on this big red day we're having. Hmm. Here's something a little interesting is that here we have CCIV and here we have Tesla. These charts look suspiciously similar. Suspiciously similar, I say. If Tesla makes a reverse right here to the upside, CCIV could very well follow to the upside. It could follow Tesla all the same. Tesla's floating down a lot from where it was at. I mean, almost 900 before. But Tesla's looking like a strong comeback. CCIV's volume is higher. But they often follow patterns. AMC's still crushing it. Look at that. AMC's getting close to 750 again. AMC and Sonos are the only two on my list that are even remotely green. Going into lunch, I'm still holding this position on CCIV. I think we're going to be okay. I mean, it's a slight downward trend here. Let's look at the 5-minute. So on the 5-minute, this could be the start of the bull flag for the day. And we obviously have it up, down, up, a little pullback going into lunch, pretty common. The question is, will this sucker continue that bull flag up? Or will that be all she wrote? That is the question. That'd be incredible if that thing shot back up there. Let's be realistic. We're hoping for right here. It could happen. It could happen. I'm gonna ride these out on the 1 minutes. Both of these guys. It's bouncing, man. CCIV's bouncing. Tesla, I mean, if you're into Tesla, I'd be looking to see that thing break even again today. I look at that thing to see at least start off and where it started would be solid. Go back up that 3%. Let's hope that CCIV, I want this thing to finish at like 42. We'll see what happens. I'm going to set my alert below 40 of 43. Save that guy right there. These two are following each other pretty close. Let's see what happens.
People are pouring in. What other stream are you guys coming from? Let me know. I'm assuming Meet Kevin, if I had to guess. Man, Meet Kevin, I just respect him so much. Meet Kevin kills it. He is one of the hardest working people, and it just seems like whatever he touches turns to gold. He's the lucky one. Spy, testing the support. There is a support at 384, but I think the more important one comes at 382, 50. More of, I don't know, 382. We'll just mark 382.25, halfway between. Oop, I missed a super chat. Just loaded up more on AMC. Victor Williams crushing it with those diamond hands. What's going on? Meet Kevin. Yeah. Dude, I try to reach out to Meet Kevin. I think I'm just too small, but I would love to do like a market open or market close like dual stream with him where we just like are talking about what's going on. I would love it. And I don't know. I think I'm just too small. Like I emailed them, and people like that, it's kind of hard to get like a hold of their attention. But is that something you guys would be interested in? If I like tweeted at him, would you like it and retweet it to try to get his attention? I think I'm such a big fan of him, and I think both of our like quirky personalities would play well off of each other. But he's also insanely busy, so I don't know if he'd go for that. Spy's looking a bit.
Oh, after production starts. After production starts, there's going to be more excitement. People are going to be wanting to buy in, and so it'll have less of a dilutive effect in that regard. So I'm pretty happy with how they dealt with that. Other than all the news had it happening today, and it came out yesterday after hours, and nobody was ready for it. Well, not many people were ready for it. So, all right. Have a good one, guys. Who has the new house? Oh, Henry, Gameplay Guru. How you doing, man? Yeah, you've been unplugged. All right, be glad to see you back. All right, I got to get out of here, guys. Yeah, you're welcome. It was a good thing you got out, too, because look at the price now on the space. It's in the tank. All right, I'm out of here. We'll see you guys. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. We will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks to all our new subscribers. You're welcome. You're welcome, Gameplay.
Yeah. I think as of right now, I'm still up about 70-ish%. I think I got into these guys in the... No, actually, I thought I got in even cheaper. Oh, I averaged up before. I initially got in the 10s, then I averaged up somewhere in the 13s or something, I think. So, yeah, we're still...
Integration look like? Is Faraday, working on vertical integration? Do we have partners here, to get these vehicles made?
Sure. Again, not going to get into too much detail on this. I will say that the company has been very thoughtful about supply chain. They've been very thoughtful about positioning, specifically in the Chinese market. As I mentioned, it's the support of a tier 1 city and a top 3 OEM, in addition to one of the largest insurance companies and one of the largest private dealerships, car dealerships. So I think pretty well positioned. That is a unique differentiator, but I'm not going to go into too much more detail on that at this time.
Perfect. So, it looks like that's going to be it today on time. Again, we were able to ask all our questions. We were able to get to, a couple questions from the viewers. We want to thank Aaron Feldman, from Property Solutions. So that's ticker PSAC, bringing electric vehicle Faraday future.
I'm up about $71 on the day, trading the SPY's volatility. But overall, it's been a pretty successful day trading on Top Step. What Top Step is it's a funded account program for the future.
I got one more position I want to ask about, and then last one. WATT, watt.
Is that the battery ETF?
It had huge gains. It had like big gains pre-market yesterday, and then it fucking just fell out. And then it had nice gains pre-market, so I bought it, and then it just fell.
Bro,
so I'm only taking
this stock and the ELOS stock just have very weird volume profiles. Like they're moving right now. Like I don't know what the stability of these stocks is.
This one's the perfect gift for the friend who's been getting a little too comfortable during quarantine. Maybe your son.
Well, we're headed into lunch. It's looking a little, it's not looking bad. 5 minutes looking like we might pull out a bull flag, and this might be a good entry point if you haven't bought in. We'll see. Tesla got full head and shoulders happening, so Tesla's not looking to the upside. Tesla's looking to the downside. That's a bummer. These oftentimes follow each other for sure. So I'm not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to it. I was just checking out some other channels here, see what anyone else is kind of leaning toward here.
Might go down. You think it might trade sideways for whatever reason. There's an extra way you can earn money on it.
I'm gonna pull
by
him
selling
up real
a call
quick.
against your position.
Give me
You
a
can
second
sell
here.
one covered call per 100 shares.
Man,
of
let me
Apple.
tell you,
So if
selling
own
covered
500
calls
shares
will
of
be
Apple, you can sell 5 covered calls
sure.
against it.
We'll go with
And
that.
what you would do when you're selling a covered call is you pick an expiration date and you
Check
pick
him
the
out real
strike
quick.
price. And when you sell it, right away you collect that. It's a net credit position. So you're going to collect
Looking at
that
his charts
credit,
here.
and you keep the money of selling the premium.
Yeah, I get it. Selling calls. Selling calls is just as risky as buying them. You can sell them and hope that they don't go up. It's basically selling a covered call is basically just being a bear, holding stock and being a bear. And selling puts is the same. Holding is basically selling a put and being a bull, hoping that stock doesn't go up. Yeah. Looking at our charts, I mean, I was hoping it would hold around 40. We're close. We're 39. It's not bad. Tesla doesn't look to the upside yet. I mean, that's on the 1 minute. We look at the 5. Tesla's gonna probably hit the floor. These charts look the same. These charts look identical. What's going on? We got one person in here. We had some earlier chatting about a bunch of different stuff. Watching CCIV kind of chill out at $39. Don't know if you've got some CCIV. Right now, I was up at one point about 1,200 a day, and now I'm sitting at about a gain of 650 on CCIV. But I'm hoping this will turn around. Obviously, anyone who's buying stocks hopes it turns around. I was watching Tilray. My Tilray put would have actually done a little better if I'd held on to it, but AMC is still moving strong. AMC is moving. Look at that. Bam. Up, and away. It's going to 750. AMC to the moon. It's the only thing green is AMC. The single one stock that these guys, man, if you've been watching the AMC holders, bro, they have been waiting for this day for weeks to come. And it's here. It's finally here. AMC will probably tank after hours, if I had to guess. It did well yesterday, man. They're up from like 580 to 750 when everything else is just taking a bath. CCIV's taking a bath. AMC holding strong. Unbelievable. These two charts identical. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I never really understood that, how they can just be so similar. Let's see here. Look at that article right there. Article released today. There's one company in the world that has what it takes to rival Tesla in the multi-trillion-dollar global electric vehicle revolution. That company is Lucid Motors. Just confirmed it will be going public through a merger with the blank check company Churchill Capital Group. And the title to that article is, with Lucid Motors merger confirmed, CCIV stock is your 10x opportunity. Question is, where do you enter to get your 10x opportunity? Because if you entered yesterday when it was at like up double this, then you have got your 0.5x opportunity, your minus 40% opportunity. That is the question. It says VWAP is at 37.37. Let's have a look at what else we got here. Yeah, some people banked out buying puts yesterday. It's going to follow the Tesla train, I think. Tesla's leading the way. These things look the same. Question is whether or not I will ditch it before close. That is the question. I'm going to give it a little bit more time. I'm going to set my alert on CCIV below $37. If it hits below $37, I might call it quits on CCIV today and take a little bit of profit, because that right there, folks, that is a step ladder to the floor unless we get some movement by 1 o'clock. If we're not somewhere in this area, somewhere around mid 39s to 40s, by around 1 o'clock, it's going to be game over on CCIV for the day. So this is what we're hoping. Hoping it gets up there. Just does not look all that amazing. Let's put our movement maps and our VWAP up here. Bam. Let's add that up here. Bam. Let's look at our RSI. Resistance indicator. Yeah, you know, when you look at that, it doesn't look terrible. The RSI does not look terrible. We'll see what happens. Well, I just threw in our resistance indicator on there, our moving average. If we don't get CCIV to around $40 by 12:30, 12:45, this thing's probably going to continue on its downtrend. And we're just going to have a ladder back down to where we came from, which is not what we're after at all. And if we get below, I set my alert there to below 37, I will probably exit and just take my $450 out and just wait until game day again. If we hold at around this level here or up a little bit more after lunchtime, I will hold it throughout the rest of the trading day. It could be a reverse, could flow up, could be a decent bull flag. I mean, looking at our 1 minute, it looks pretty head and shouldery. Looking at our 5 minute, we could actually see it shoot back up. 3 minutes, I don't know. We just got to watch it and see what happens. Set your alerts and ride it out. We're down about 8% from our high for the day. $43. We're around $5 from our high. It's got okay volume. Could see it. Could see it happen. AMC is crushing it. I'm just going to throw up our four grid. How about that? Bam. AMC. AMC is killing it. I could have held that earlier. I'd have been doing all right. Probably about the same, honestly, as what I was doing before. Would have been a whole heck of a lot better. Might grab this guy here and bring him up a little bit. If you're looking to grab AMC, it's probably, for me, I'm going to call it a little too late to jump into that train. If you're looking to grab CCIV, could still be a good entry point. I mean, at one point it was down 45%. So it being down 31 is still 14% up. So you could grab it here and still bank a little bit. AMC, dude, I don't know, man. It's got a good run. Good run happening. But AMC had a good run before and then tanked again. So if anything, buy a put on AMC. Get you a put on that bad boy. You know, get you something like put. You're probably going to start being pretty good little buys. Tilray's just floating. So I'm just going to let the stream keep rolling, man. Keep on rolling. If you join the stream, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're buying. What you're buying, what you're holding, what you're selling. Down, going down. I'm just going to throw this out there as I'm having my sandwich. The order flow distribution on CCIV still looks strong despite it still on that steady downtrend on the 1 minute. The inflow is trumping the outflow by over 100, and the buy orders all trump the sell orders by a good bit today, which means that even though we're having this little sell-off, we still have a lot more people holding on to their larger positions in this company than they are selling them, which is good news. Their AMC taking a hit. But she's still falling. Still falling.